Yeah, you seen it right. Your boys for prize picks. Put in $5. Win or lose, you get $50 back. It's free bread, man. Go ahead and get the free bread at prize picks, baby. Use code Th0t when you making your account. Th0t. YouTube. What's geek to your boy Th0t? That we have stranded woman hides in her horrifying secret. So I guess they're gonna find like an abandoned woman. She gonna have a crazy secret, bro. Hey, this that boy. This that boy. Explore with us, man. You be dropping bangers, man. Let me know what y'all think about that down below. Or if you're enjoying these crime videos, drop a like. One more sub. Be that sub, man, to get to 21,000. One more sub. Y'all see that? One more sub. We might hit 21 while watching this video. This is a 53-minute long video, man. Let's go ahead and get into it.
September 9th, 2016.
September 9th, 2016. I was just yesterday. I got my stepmom bought me 2K17, so I know I was playing that. Man, what a good time, man. Wow. It's my birthday, September 8th, so she bought me that shit on my birthday, and that was the same day it came out. I was like, oh my gosh, 2K7, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. That was literally, I know that was the best game of all time, man. I wonder where's my case at of 2K17. Who knows, bro?
Following a 911 call that abruptly cut off just as a woman was screaming for help, 2 deputies from Royce City, Texas head to a rural road where they find a hysterical woman desperately trying to get aid. The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now.
What's going on?
My husband, he went to go help me. My Jeep is stuck around the corner, and he's been shot in the head, please.
Oh, what?
He's around the corner.
Come here.
The guy took. I don't have it.
Put handcuffs on her.
I don't have anything.
Just to be sure.
Come here. Have a seat.
Please.
Stay in here.
You put her in a cop car?
No, please go around. He's scared further. Please go. Please go.
She said he's down here.
What the fuck? Like, what is the case photo?
Please go.
Our Jeep is stuck down there.
Oh, type shit.
Please go. Please.
The deputy rushes to investigate the situation, updating his partner as he makes his way down the road. The woman, on the other hand, is left secured in the vehicle.
Please tell me something.
Nigga said this nigga is in the back of the woods. We're in the middle where nobody knows where they're at, and y'all Jeep is stuck, and the nigga got shot in the head. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're just dumb, woman. Like, we know it's you, buddy.
Come on, bring him up here. Please.
Soon more officials begin to arrive, including an ambulance.
Please, go back there, please, go get him, please, go get him,
Fuck
please.
up.
Please.
Acting like you give a fuck, woman. Oh yeah, hold on.
No, is he okay?
And today's the day that I get 21K. And this is the day that we get unstrike. I mean, yeah, my strike get removed. We're back to toxic daddy. I've been holding back a little bit, even though it's still been kind of toxic, but I've been holding back a little bit, nigga. I'm not holding back. Nigga, I'm taking risk out here, nigga. Risk takers.
I have blood on my hands. And I ran. That's all I did. I don't have my phone. I don't have anything. Please let him be okay.
Shot him in the head, woman.
I can't do this on my own.
As the woman continues to panic in the
you
back
could definitely be in jail on your own, woman.
The deputy fills the arriving officials in on the situation.
Out there. He's sitting in the middle of the road in a real nice Jeep, vehicle running, head down. Okay. Looks like he's got a waddy shotgun up at the side of his head.
You shot him with a shotgun?
There's no gun. There's no gun.
Yes, sir. I don't know if you guys want to look at it. I don't know. Well, you've seen her yet. Well, I'm gonna want to talk to her. So
The ambulance is brought back up the road.
I'm gonna just see what she gonna say.
The woman's husband inside.
Where are they going?
I wonder what she gonna say.
Where are they going? Where?
Bitch, shut up. Shut up.
She's then brought to the ambulance to be checked out and is soon joined by Officer Meek, who will begin the arduous process of detangling the complicated story of what actually happened on that dark, rural road.
So your lungs are clear up here. It's not asthma, okay?
Hello. You're 100% over here on the monitor. You're looking good. You want a little bit of oxygen to help you out?
I want to.
Shut your bitch ass up. You acting like that because you caught a body. You never did it before, nigga. You never killed a nigga. You never killed no nigga. That's why you acting like that. You never killed a nigga. The fuck?
From you real quick, okay? Listen to me real quick. Let these guys do what they need to do, but you listen to me, all right?
You about to piss me off,
What I
bro.
need you to do is in through your nose. Out
I couldn't do this job, nigga. I would have.
Concentrate on
I
that.
would have.
So when you listen to him,
In
when he's
GTA.
talking to you, the whole time I want you to think slow in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm gonna give you a little oxygen. Calm yourself down. It's gonna.
Nigga said, calm your ass down.
After some deep breaths, the woman reveals that her name is Chasey Pointer. After being read her Miranda rights, she agrees to speak.
Tell us what happened.
I was driving from Quinlan. From Quinlan.
What were you driving?
My Jeep.
Okay.
And I was gonna meet my husband at the Jack in the Box. And when he texted me, I told him
You about to
I was
piss me
3
off.
miles away.
Yeah, slow down. Slow down.
When he texted me, I came around the curve and I went off the road. And I called him to let him know what happened. When I was on the phone with him, he said, I don't think I can make it down the road. So we walked up here and we walked back to my Jeep.
So the gray truck right here, who's that?
That's his truck.
That's his truck.
He came out here to help me. And he backed the Jeep up and I was sitting right at the back of it. And I went to go get, and I heard a shot. And the Jeep started rolling, and I didn't see anything, and I saw a shadow. That's all I saw. And when I walked up to him, I yelled his name, and
Danny Phantom shot the nigga, my nigga. Talking about you seen a shadow. I mean, it is dark, right? It is dark, bro. She got this shit thought of. She's playing this shit. Or that's why you got caught. Or if you didn't get caught, we wouldn't be watching this. Or
I just felt something on me. I ran. I didn't know what else to do, and I dropped my phone. There's where I feel. I don't know where my phone is.
Okay. That's all right. Calm down. Breathe slow.
looking ass.
I'm trying.
So was anyone else out there with you?
No, I was out there by myself. I told
No.
him
Was it your husband? What's his name?
Robert Pointer.
Robert Pointer?
Yeah, he's a firefighter. I didn't mean to come down this road. I always go down the other road.
Uh-huh.
And I missed it.
But how did he get shot though?
I just took
A
the
shadow
next thing
shot
and I
him?
was looking at my map. It's the only thing.
A random shadow shot him?
You were looking at the map and what? You were looking at the map and what?
I'm not gonna lie. To me, this is porn acting.
Just breathe for me, okay?
That's my husband's blood.
Just breathe for me.
That's my husband's blood on me.
Do you have the mud on you because y'all were trying to get the Jeep
No,
unstuck?
I fell when I was
Okay.
running up here.
Okay.
While the EMTs check
Porn
out
acting.
Chasey, Officer Meek takes a few photos for evidence. During this process, she realizes something else is amiss.
Hold your hands together just like that, palm straight now. There you go.
My wedding ring is gone.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Chasey's rambling story will eventually become clearer, but it will also change frequently, leaving investigators with a complicated
How's your wedding
task
ring
of
going?
working out the truth.
He shot your
After
wedding ring
being
off?
Cleared by paramedics,
Fuck, the
Chasey
shadows
exits
took your
the
wedding ring?
ambulance and is escorted back to the police vehicle.
I just sore
What are you sore from?
from falling. I fell.
While you're running?
Chasey claims that after she heard a shot and saw her husband slumped over in the driver's seat of her Jeep, she ran and tripped, falling in a mud puddle. She believes this is where her wedding ring, shoes, and phone were. It's also why she abruptly hung up when calling 911. She claims that she couldn't find the phone after she fell. Chasey then gives the investigator some background information about her marriage to Robert, who is 18 years her senior.
Damn, she's trying to get paid.
We've been.
She's trying to get paid. I
We've been
bet you
having
she's trying to get paid.
And he's contacted an attorney to get a divorce, and I was okay with that. We've been married 6 years, almost 7 years, and he said that he wasn't gonna throw my stuff out anymore. He just wanted me to come home, and I told him that was fine. He said he didn't want to get divorced, and I told him I didn't want to either. I love him. He's a pain in the, but I love him.
The officer asks where she'd been coming from.
She's
before
chatting,
she
bro.
got
Shut the
stuck
fuck
in the
up.
ditch,
Tell
and
me
she
the
called
story.
Robert to help her move it. Tracy says she'd been at a friend's house, but there's more to this story than she admits at first.
Whose house was that?
Michael Garcia. Michael Garza.
Michael Garza?
Yeah.
Okay. How long you known him?
For I don't know, 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
4 or
Is
5
he like
months.
a boyfriend or just friend? Or
He was letting me. He told me that I could stay at his house because
Okay.
he's not ever there, and
how old is he? How old's Michael Garza?
I don't. He's in his 30s.
In his 30s?
Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about him.
This claim about Michael Garza is just the tip of the iceberg,
I mean,
as investigators will soon realize.
She wants to run away. She either gonna get paid from this nigga death, or she want to run away with this Michael nigga. So she tried to pack him up instead of just divorce. But I guess I don't know what's going on here.
As the crime scene is
I don't know what's
locked
going on
down,
here.
Jason
I don't
is
get paid for
transported
this.
to the police station to give her statement about.
I don't get
horrific
paid to
events
investigate
tonight.
these crimes.
Okay.
Yeah, my feet are hurt from being barefoot.
Let me get this door. There you go.
Just after 2 a.m., Chasey is brought into an interrogation room, and it's here that the real work of uncovering the twisted truth
Yeah, you
begins.
doing that shit with bloody knees and muddy knees. How?
Come sit right here in this great chair for me.
How? Red Sox fans, this is y'all people.
I understand that Officer Meek
Austin,
read you the Miranda
Austin,
rights
this is y'all
and everything
people,
out there in
Boston.
the field. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never been in a situation before, so I don't know if it's best if I get an attorney or not.
Okay. Well, you're not under arrest.
Attorney for what?
Okay. You're not free to leave because we're still trying to figure out what all happened.
Right.
But you're not under arrest.
Okay.
Chasey is left alone for a few minutes, and she seems to finally take a look at the mud and blood covering her arms. When the detective returns,
Why do you need an
Chasey
attorney,
begins
man?
to tell him about the problem she was having with Robert. She claims it first came to a head about 2.5 years ago.
What did those issues kind of consist of?
He became real violent towards me.
Okay.
There was a couple of times that he broke one of my phones in half. He would go through the phone bill and just call.
So you're cooking yourself right now. You're boiling yourself.
And he would call everybody that was on the phone bill to see who they were.
As it turns out, Robert had actually filed for divorce previously.
They had
2.5 years
problems.
ago.
Check.
The couple decided to split up, and Chasey moved out of the house to live with her mom.
Had a
The
kid.
problem was, the divorce papers stipulated that she couldn't take her daughter with her. This was one of the reasons the couple decided to reconcile, because Chasey didn't want to leave her daughter. According to Chasey, after getting back together, their relationship
You killed so you can have okay. Damn, she said, wow, so this is what happened when the father wins? This is what happened when the father wins the child, he gets shot? In the woods? Are we serious? She wanted to shoot him and then have her daughter with the other nigga. I just solved y'all mystery. Nigga, I used to watch Scooby-Doo when I was little, bro. All the episodes, nigga. This shit is nothing to me, my nigga. I just solved y'all niggas' mystery. She wanted the other nigga and she wanted to bring her daughter with her, so she had to pack him up so she can have her daughter and be with the other nigga. Because if she didn't do that, she would just been with the other nigga without her daughter because the daughter's with the dad. Boom. That simple. We cracked the case, my nigga. It's just too easy, my nigga.
had been fine until recently when Robert filed for divorce again.
Just give me a little bit
The
what's going
couple's
on. I'll tell y'all
6-year-old
why
daughter had
everything
actually
happened.
come up earlier that night when Chasey was talking to Officer Meek in the back of the police.
That nigga tried to go to Cancun, or did he go to Cancun? Because what's it called? The sliming out happened. Listen, the sliming out happened September 9th, right? My birthday September 8th. 2K17 did not come out yet. This is September 7th, 2016. 2K17 did not come out yet. We're waiting for that bitch to drop. So I'm confused. So this nigga, did you not go to Cancun? Oh, this is from Cancun to Dallas, Texas. I'm chat. I mean, it's a flight. I don't know how this shit works. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know how this flight.
The last
This
couple
this
days
flight
we've
shit
been
work.
fighting.
Okay. What
I'm
do y'all
lost.
fight over?
Anything. He could be my daughter. He's trying to take my daughter away from me, and he keeps telling me he knows the loopholes. She's the only kid I could ever have, and she's everything to me.
Right.
My daughter's my world.
Why would your husband be trying to take your daughter from you, though? Like, what reason did he
Because
give you?
he knows that that's what's going to hurt me the most, and he knows that's what's going to make me stay.
Despite claiming that her daughter was her world, Chasey had no idea where her daughter was when she made that statement. She'd left her with some of Michael Garza's friends, who were currently trying to find her in order to return her daughter. Earlier that evening, the friends had actually driven to Chasey and Robert's house, but found it empty. As they were returning home, they saw the commotion of emergency lights around the crime scene and decided to stop and speak to police. Chasey's daughter is in the back of their vehicle as they discuss Michael Garza and Chasey with Officer Meek.
Yeah, they were supposed to be going on a date. I was watching the daughter.
Is that why you kept her?
Yeah,
child?
that's why I have her.
Okay.
And she was like, because she tried to get me to drop her off at somebody's house down the street, and I was like, I'm not doing
No,
that.
that's good. You did good.
Police soon contacted Chasey's mom and stepdad to come
W
and pick
woman.
up their
W
granddaughter.
woman.
Hello,
Jay Harper.
Officer Meek. We got your granddaughter up here in the Suburban here. This was the babysitter.
Suburban
Hey,
here,
let's
man.
step up here out of the road. All right. Here's they were babysitting your granddaughter today. Okay. Because your daughter. Your daughter had them babysit their daughter so she could go spend the evening with a boyfriend, and that's what we got right now. But so your granddaughter's fine. We just need somebody to take custody of the granddaughter because your daughter's actually being detained right now for our investigation. I can't tell you anything else about the investigation. All I can tell you is she is being detained at this
You tell
time.
us if she's physically okay.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Has there been an accident?
I can't tell you anything else. All I can tell you is she's perfectly fine breathing and everything, talking to us and everything, but she's being detained at this time for our investigation.
It's her spouse, Robert.
I can't give you any other information about her.
He's cooked, bro.
That's kind of uncomfortable, officer.
I understand that.
Desperate for answers, they begin quizzing Michael's friends about the situation.
I would just say he's cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, he probably, if you tell him, he can probably tell you something if you tell him what happened.
What do we do from here?
Just go home, and then whenever everything's figured out, then we'll make phone calls, or she'll be able to make phone calls, or whatever else here in a few minutes. But right now, it's an active
She didn't even
investigation.
know her dad
so
is gone, bro. Her dad is gone.
Chasey's mom and stepdad will eventually speak to her, but for now, they take her 6-year-old daughter home with them. Back in her interrogation, Chasey explains that because there were problems in her relationship with Robert again, she'd started talking to Michael Garza, who she met on Facebook. This is only a partial truth.
I met Michael Garcia through Facebook.
Michael Garcia.
Garza, sorry.
Okay.
I don't know
Keep
why.
calling him. Yeah, you always doing that.
Just friends. That's it. Robert knows that I was seeing somebody, he doesn't know who.
While she's now claiming that her and Michael Garza were mostly just friends, she said something very different about them hanging out earlier this evening while she was at the crime scene.
You did say boyfriend, right?
Did y'all have a date? Was it date night?
No, we just hung out. We had sex, obviously.
Okay. Well, not obviously. I'm asking. I
No.
need you to tell me.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yes,
So y'all had sex,
yes.
Who?
and how long were you over there?
2 hours.
Who,
2
you and
hours?
Michael
Have y'all
Garza?
ever had sex prior to this?
Yes, once.
Damn, he been tapping that. I'm about to say, that nigga, he got you there for 2 hours. You did just like that, nigga. You is it? And went back to your husband and shot him with a shotgun, my nigga. That is tough.
Where at?
In his truck.
In his truck?
Yes.
And so now y'all have had sexual relations twice. Tonight
Yes.
being the second time,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And your husband wasn't aware of any of this? Okay.
In interrogation, Chasey shares
cooked,
an anecdote
woman.
about what
You're
sparked one
cooked.
of her and Robert's recent fights.
And he kept asking me.
Like you're just cooking yourself.
Who came to the house, and I kept telling him I didn't know who came to the house. I I received a text message.
Like, did the nigga even ask if you had sex with the nigga, Michael? Man, you just gave that up. Like, you're cooking yourself. Yeah, you're done for the rest of your life.
Probably about 2 weeks ago from a number. And I didn't know who it was. And I told Robert about it. I sent him screenshots. And so it kind of sparked a little argument. And he kept telling me that if I didn't tell him who it was, that he was going to kick me out.
While Chasey doesn't reveal the significance of this seemingly offhand story, it will later become crucial to understanding what was really going on.
He's had a past, he has hit me over the years, not like constantly, but there's been occasions, whether he gets mad at his ex-wife and...
Don't tell the cops now, my nigga. After he's dead. Should have been told him about that.
I get it taken out on me, but I never pressed charges because I didn't want him to lose his job.
Okay.
And his job is really important to him.
Though Chasey mentions Robert's ex-wife Amy, she doesn't go into detail.
You didn't want to stop getting that support from his job. You mean? Come on, bro. I'm cooking, bro.
About
I'm cooking,
the
bro.
turbulence between the two
I'm cooking
of them.
this.
Robert and Amy had been married for 20 years,
Come on.
but divorced when she discovered he was cheating on her with Chasey.
Lawyer Dottie.
Interrogation,
Attorney
Chasey
Dottie.
explains
Come on.
that she and
Attorney
Robert
Dottie
had
in
been
the chat.
fighting for a few days, including the night before Robert was shot.
I got home and Robert just kept calling me names.
Okay.
He kept telling me that I was a
You are.
He just felt like I was a...
Oh, he was right.
And I told him, I said...
No. He was facts. You just got done. I get my nigga. You just got done. Yes, he was right. Bitch. You are a fucking whore, bitch.
Right now, I said, I'm not going to sit here and listen to it.
To piss me off, nigga.
I said, I don't care if I have to go get a hotel room or if I have to go to my mom's. I said, but I'm not going to listen to it. And I started putting my scrubs in my bag, and he told me that if I left, not to come back.
Despite this, Chasey had returned to the house later that night, and by Friday morning, the day Robert was shot, their turbulent relationship took another turn just as she was leaving for work.
But as I was walking out, he said, I hope you know that I still love you, and I still want you here. So I asked him if we could talk today.
While Chasey says that she and Robert had planned to talk about how they would stay together,
Can
she told
we
other people
talk?
something quite different. Michael's friends, who'd been taking care of Chasey's daughter the night Robert was shot, later spoke with police, and what they shared opposed Chasey's claim.
And she told him that she was going to go meet up with her husband because he finally said that he would sign divorce papers.
While Chasey fully admits to spending time with Michael Garza,
I'm not gonna lie, Michael Garza. She is chopped, my nigga. I ain't know why you put your dick in this predicament, my nigga. Come on, bro. Why did you put your dick in this predicament, my nigga? No pun intended.
Before meeting up with her husband, when asked about who she was texting and calling while at Michael's house, she leaves out crucial details about a third man, one which complicates this story even further.
So you never spoke to anybody, you never called anybody, you never texted anybody other than Robert?
I was texting my friend Brad. He asked how it was going, I think I said, oh, it's going. Like,
What is your relationship with Brad?
we're just friends.
Okay. And how long have you known Brad?
Probably since I was 17. No, I was younger than that.
Okay.
He's a friend of my dad's.
Okay. Have you ever been intimate with Brad?
No.
What is this brown strip of light?
No.
Like, what the fuck is this brown
Brad
strip of light?
eventually came in to speak with police, and what he revealed flipped everything Chasey just claimed on its head. The two had started talking on Facebook around May 2016, about 5 months earlier. This means that her relationship with Brad overlapped with the one she had with Michael. Unlike what she told Michael, though.
Hold on, wait. Is this another nigga? Nigga, you were doing with 3 niggas? 3 niggas? That is crazy, my nigga. Why do y'all put y'all cock in, bro? Please. Why do y'all put y'all cock in, my nigga?
Oh, Chasey
You have a bougie cock, my nigga. My cock is bougie, it's vibe.
had claimed to Brad that she'd been divorced since 2014.
I was with Chasey at least 6 days a week, probably 7.
Now, when you say with Chasey, was it just a hangout, or was that for sex, or?
Well, it was, a lot of it was for sex.
It's clear that Tracy is leaving out a lot about her relationship with Brad, begging the question, what else is she not being honest about? Brad will eventually reveal the question, what else is she not being
What is that on your? What is your home screen? What is that?
honest about? Brad will eventually reveal even more of Tracy's secrets, including a twisted plan for the night Robert was shot. He's also not the only person to come forward about her illicit love life. For now, though, the detective speaking with Tracy asks her to go over Robert's shooting again. She repeats the same story she already told officers at the scene. This detective, however, isn't buying it.
I'm having a hard time with the fact that somebody, with you being 5 feet away, would shoot your husband and then just not even, would let you into the vehicle, not mess with you at all.
No, look, that's what I'm telling you. When I was trying to get away, there was someone standing right there, and they were coming up to me. But I just kept on running.
Okay, how close were they standing to the vehicle?
I don't know.
Okay, you're saying that there's somebody there, and obviously they're close enough to shoot your husband.
I didn't see anybody standing
Where's
there.
the gun?
Earlier, though, when talking to Officer Meek, Tracy had claimed that she actually did see someone.
There was a man. There was a man.
She said she seen a shadow.
Yes.
She said
Did
she
you
seen
see
a
what
shadow.
the man was wearing?
No, his dark. No, my headlights were shining. He was wearing dark clothes. He wasn't as tall as you.
I know. Just
here's the problem with this. Okay, from what you're saying, the blood splatter on your arm, the description that you're giving, it doesn't add up.
I didn't shoot my husband.
I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying
You did,
you
man.
might be more involved in what you're
I
doing
am.
wrong.
I don't know how.
You keep talking about how you want to protect your daughter, you want to be with your daughter. Playing this role is not going to help you.
I'm not playing any role. That's the thing.
Look, your story does not add up with the evidence that's there.
Okay, but I feel like I'm being backed in the corner and I haven't done anything.
I'm not saying you have. I'm just saying your story doesn't
You're
add
cooked,
up.
woman.
There needs to be more information, and you're not providing it.
I don't know what.
The streak right there on your arm is a blood splatter. Okay, you see how it splatters up your arm?
Yes.
That is not from.
I was not next to him. I was not next to him. When I touched him, I had blood running down my arm, and then I fell into a mud puddle.
That's obvious. I'm not denying that. We found your phone in the water. I believe that happened.
I don't know what
I'm not denying that. Here's my thing. You're saying that somebody just randomly killed your husband out in the middle of a field.
That is facts. That is what
Who
you're saying.
then allows you to get into this vehicle, stop the vehicle, touch your husband, allow you to run past this guy, and never bother you. I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
It seems that investigators had their suspicions about Tracy from the first moment they saw Robert's body, as the responding deputy's dash cam audio reveals.
That's why I secured her. I got my doors locked and everything. Nobody can get her out.
Tracy also didn't help diminish any suspicion when Officer Meek came to speak with her.
She
while
was instantly
sitting in the
sus.
back of a police vehicle at the crime scene.
Hey, Miss Pointer. I got some forms here I'd like you to read and fill out, if you will, okay? Basically, what they are is they're just consent to searches. So basically saying that we're allowed to look at your phone and look in your purse and
why is she acting like this? Why she got these animations on?
Stuff, okay? All right?
Like, what the fuck is
Do I
that?
need an attorney or anything? I mean, am I in trouble?
I've read you your rights, and you understood your rights, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. If you would like to speak to an attorney, that's totally up to you.
Come on, am I in trouble for what? I thought somebody randomly shot your husband.
I don't know.
No, it's fine. Listen to me. Would you like me to read you your rights again?
No, I heard you first.
You never killed nobody? That's what you about to say?
I've never been in trouble before.
No, and I'm not saying you're in trouble.
I know.
Make no mistake.
I don't know.
We're doing an investigation right now because we're trying to find out what happened. That's all we're doing, okay?
That's fine.
So you tell me. Are you willing to fill my paperwork out or no? Yes or no? It's up to you.
That's fine. I don't know. I don't know if it's. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I don't have anything to hide.
Okay.
After a bit more hesitation, Tracy signed the consent form. However, despite her claim, she had a lot to hide, though she denied it while in interrogation.
I don't know what else you want to tell you. I'm telling you
want the truth. I want to know
I'm
who pulled
telling
the
you,
trigger.
I don't know who pulled the trigger.
See, I think you do.
A random person?
No, I don't.
A random person? All black in the middle of the woods?
I want you to tell
Boys
me.
camping out?
I'm telling you the truth. I don't know who pulled the trigger. I don't know anything.
Look, the way your husband was killed, somebody was right next to him.
I wasn't right next to him.
You were within 5 feet of where he died.
I wasn't right next to him.
Your own admission of where you were standing, you were within 5 feet of this man being murdered, and you're saying you didn't see anything, you didn't see anybody standing there.
No.
I don't buy it. I think you're full of crap. I want you to tell me the truth. I want you to tell me who pulled the trigger.
I don't know.
I would believe you if you said you didn't pull the trigger.
I didn't.
I would. But I want to know who did. And I do not believe you that you do not know.
I don't know. I
think you're full of crap.
I don't know who pulled the trigger. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't. I did not kill my husband. I don't know who killed my husband. I don't know. I don't want him dead. I don't. I wanted our family to be normal again.
But with the new nigga though. With the new nigga.
I don't know who pulled the trigger. I really don't.
Okay, I don't believe you. It's that simple.
The detective then begins to develop a theory, asking Chasey if she ever vented to Michael Garza about her problems with Robert. She admits that she did.
He knows he's hit me before because he saw the bruises on my arm. And that was probably a week or two ago. I've got bruises on the back
Told
of my leg. I've got random
Detective Th0t in the chat.
It could just be him grabbing me. He's done this to me for 7 years. There's been times that he will get upset and he'll grab me by the hair and he'll slam my head up against the window. I don't know why. I know I can be a pill to deal with, and I know that.
Michael wasn't the only man Chasey made these kinds of allegations to. She also made similar claims to Brad, the other man she was seeing.
She told me that he would drag her around. I asked her over and over and over. I said, "Why don't you go to the police, Chasey?" And she would tell me that he would kill her.
Along with this, Chasey had also told Brad about an
Wait,
incident.
what?
He went over and over. I said, "Why don't you go to the police, Chasey?" And she would tell me that he would kill her.
Along with this, Chasey had also told Brad about an incident with Robert, one that casts a different light on the current situation.
I think he told her before she pointed a gun at him. Maybe if she pointed a gun at him that time. I think she said he told her that there's something about they'll carry her out in a body bag. And Chasey told me that she told him, no, they'll carry you out in a body bag.
While she hasn't admitted to
He might be a little
Chasey had
puppet
been
behind the
keeping another
strings.
secret. She wasn't just cheating on Robert with Michael and Brad, but also a third man named Sean. Just like
Nick, you might as well walk outside with your shit wide open. What the fuck? You cheating on that nigga with 3 niggas? Oh, bro, you are sick. You are a sick Th0t, and you wonder why your man called you a whore. You know it.
Like the others, she told him about her alleged issues with Robert. Chasey had met Sean at a firefighter event before they started talking on Facebook. He eventually came forward and spoke with police, claiming that he and Chasey had been seeing each other for around 7 months, from September 2015 to July 2016.
Damn.
This time period overlapped with her relationships with both Brad and Michael.
She told me on a couple of occasions that he, would put hands on her or, threaten her. Threaten to divorce her and take her kid and everything, stuff like that. But, she basically painted him to be a monster. Well, she had said that a day or so before, he had grabbed her and was physical with her, and there wouldn't be anything. No finger marks on the arm, nothing around the throat, nothing.
Just like with Brad, Chasey had made a concerning comment to Sean.
There were times that she would say, she wished she died in the fire or stuff like that, and, I just kind of blew it off.
In her interrogation, the detective continues to try and pry the truth from
Fire?
Chasey.
Damn.
So let me ask you this: So was this
It's the father of your
was this
child,
something
man.
set up that Mikey had done to get him out of the way so y'all could be together?
No.
Was this something that he had done to, I guess, retaliate to protect you? I guess Robert.
That I don't know. That I really don't know. I at one point I told him, I said, I don't have any way out. I'm just gonna throw my hands up and just stay with him. I told him this a couple days ago. I told him I've been with him for almost 7 years. What's the rest of the time until he gets older? And he said, you shouldn't have to live like that. He was telling me he was going to come over and basically just beat him up, is what he was telling me.
Like he was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I
She's
kept telling
capping,
him,
bro.
there's
Please
no need for
stop.
that. It's fine. I can handle on my own. And I kept telling him, I don't want you involved. That's what I told him.
Okay. So here's what I think happened. I think Mikey's involved in this. Okay, and I'd even go so far as to say that you probably didn't have any knowledge of his actions. Okay.
I would hope to God. I would hope to God that.
It's like I would believe that she shot him, but like the gun is gone. They said the gun is gone. So then it's like it can't be that. So I don't know.
I mean, he knew that Robert and I were having problems. He knew that I wanted to try to work things out, and just like tonight.
Well, so that's part of the problem. You say you wanted to work things out. You had sex with him tonight, even though you wanted to work things out. You probably told him you loved him. He has already told you within 3 months that he loved you, which is pretty quick.
Yes.
I'd say that
he told me tonight.
She must be laying that shit down.
He's already said that he would do violent things for you. I believe that you saw Mikey do this, you panicked, and that's the way you went, which is why you are unscathed in this. Somebody that just cold-blooded murders somebody, okay, does not let another witness just leave.
I didn't see anybody, but if I had to guess,
Since they do it, I'm not gonna lie, they do it sometimes.
I would say it was him.
That's not good enough.
That
is not good enough.
Made comments to me about family and friends.
It's not good enough. You're 5 feet away. 5 feet. You're this table length distance away. Somebody taking a shotgun, pushing it right up against your husband's head. Boom!
No.
Boom! And you're telling me
Scared
you
her
see
ass.
nothing?
She said some looking ass.
There was
Yes.
nobody standing next to him. Nobody standing next to him. There was nobody standing next to him.
Following this confrontation, Chasey's story changes dramatically.
Don't lie to me. You're going to take a fall for this. You're never going to see your daughter again. Okay? All because you're trying to protect somebody else.
He did it.
You saw it.
I didn't see him.
Then how do you know he did it?
I did. He had a box of gloves sitting on his kitchen table. A box of rubber gloves. He had a camo shirt sitting there next to it. He had a camo gun. I don't know what it was. I don't know anything. There was a trash bag sitting next to it.
She now adds another element, notably something she hasn't mentioned until now.
He has told me that his family is part of the Mexican mafia.
Who did?
Michael.
Okay.
And that he can make
Folded.
people disappear.
Talking about a camo gun, she folded.
He can make people disappear?
Yeah.
And what did you say to that?
I told him that that's not what I wanted.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, this new version contradicts something Chasey said earlier about Michael while sitting in the back of a police cruiser at the crime scene.
Do you ever make any type of threats towards your husband or anything like that?
Nothing.
Now, though, Chasey is painting a very different picture of Michael.
And I kept telling him that I felt like if I got too far into this and I did something to piss him off, that I was going to be the one to disappear. And I even said that to him tonight because he kept saying, I don't want him hitting you.
No, I think you're just trying to get me to shut up, and you're saying something that you think I want to hear.
I don't know if he did it though.
Okay.
But from what he had sitting out on the table and the comments that he kept making, that's what I was going for. I had told him
How would he know where you're at?
that I was going to go to dinner with Robert, and he kept saying, well, if I find out where you're at, I'm going to show up. And he said if I see him kiss you, he said, I'm going to cut his lips off.
When did he say this?
This was tonight.
Getting Michael's side of the story, though, was about to prove harder than expected. Later on, the same day as Chasey's interview, investigators decide to raid Michael's house with Texas Rangers and Rockwall SWAT after hearing that he'd returned there sometime after Robert's death.
Damn, flashbang.
Despite the effort, there's no
That
sign
boy
of
can't
Michael
see.
inside the residence or in his truck.
Here's some more camo.
Nigga, I would have threw a smoke grenade.
Why would you have
Nigga, I would have threw a smoke grenade, pulled out my tactical. Hold on, no, not tactical insertion. My heartbeat sensor, and see if niggas was in there.
System and it facing the wall.
Oh.
Unless you have someone here you didn't want people to see.
Yeah.
The hunt for Michael will continue, so for now, investigators make do with Chasey's version of events. After a quick trip to the bathroom, the detective continues questioning Chasey, and it seems like the break gave her time to think, because when they start up again, she has an entirely new series of events to share, now claiming that she actually did see Michael standing at the side of the Jeep.
Yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked, bro.
Girlfriend. When I took off,
You're cooked.
Mikey pushed you?
He pushed me down, and that's when I dropped my phone. And my phone was right in front of me, and the screen was lit up. I don't know how y'all can do it. If y'all can, the call was ended. He picked up my phone, he ended the call, and he threw it down in front of me, and I was on my hands and knees in the mud, and I couldn't find it.
Using your hands and knees a lot more too.
That she dropped her phone in the mud puddle, causing the 911 call to end. When authorities first arrived, Chasey slipped up.
The guy took it. I don't have it. He's on my phone.
Does this slip up indicate that she's now finally telling the truth about what happened to her phone, and Michael took it from her? Or is this all still an elaborate lie?
I didn't want it.
You did say that.
There was
But you just didn't want him. You didn't want to be with him anymore.
No, I wanted to. I wanted us to work things out.
Despite this claim, Chasey had slipped up again while at the crime scene.
So your husband knew Mr. Garza?
No, and that's why we've been having problems. I didn't want to be married anymore.
Chasey's text messages also reveal another side to her story. When
She
texting
is
Sean, the
talking,
third man
bro.
she
She's
was
just
seeing about
talking.
hers and Robert's relationship, Chasey wrote,
Ain't shit she's
I
saying
only
real.
have one way out of this, and it's not going to happen anytime soon. And I hate him so much, more than I've ever hated anything in my life. If that wasn't clear enough, she also told him that I would be better off with him gone, benefits and can't lose custody. Chasey's lies continue to pile up, and there are still many more to be exposed. After hearing her latest story, the detective leaves Chasey alone again.
Can't get his face off my head.
Here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to write out everything that happened tonight, okay? Everything that's pertinent information, okay? I want you to take your time. I want you to write it out. And remember, if you lie on here,
Bro, she's cooked,
against the
bro.
law, okay?
Just put her in the jail.
Charges could come to you if you lie, okay? Just know this is also your opportunity that after we talk to Mikey and he tries to throw you under the bus, because I guarantee you he will, this is your one opportunity to get all the truth out there.
After filling out 5 pages for her statement, the officer reviews it and then
5
confronts
pages?
Chasey with what he's discovered while he was out of the room, catching her in yet another lie.
Hold on, wait, what?
Where discovered pages for her statement. The officer reviews it and then confronts Chasey with what he's discovered while he was out of the room, catching her in yet another lie. The area where she said her vehicle had become stuck didn't have any trees big enough for it to be trapped.
A four-wheel drive Jeep like that would not get stuck where you're saying it got stuck.
No, I wasn't telling him I was stuck. I told him that I went off the road. And that's what I called to tell him.
This is another direct contradiction to what Chasey said at the scene.
Where was it stuck? In the front, in the rear, the side?
It was in the front.
Okay.
There's a branch, and I couldn't get it to back up over it.
Okay.
And it was hung, and there was tree branches on the inside.
Was it across the road or was it
No,
on the side?
it's in the ditch. I went off into the ditch.
Okay.
All I can see is
You haven't
his face.
seemed upset. You haven't. I don't know. It's almost been like just a blank slate, like almost like you prepared for this.
Hearing this and perhaps realizing that she isn't going to be able to sell this story, Chasey once again adjusts the details, now saying that when Robert threatened to kick her out of the house, she asked Michael what they could do, and she claims he said he would have someone kill him or he would do it.
The last thing he told me was, if I do this, you're going to be right there and you're going to watch it. And I told him I didn't want to. First he told me that he wanted me to meet him in Dallas. to talk. And he kept saying that he wanted me to bring him as far into Dallas as he could, or as I could, because he wanted to make it look like a robbery.
According to Chasey's latest version, Michael had planned to burn Robert's truck and the clothes he was wearing in order to cover up the evidence. However, that didn't happen, and so they went with a new plan. Chasey admits that she drove down the rural road, went into the ditch, and called Robert to come to the spot where Michael told her to stop. Now that she finally seems to be closer to the truth, Chasey goes over the shooting once again.
Oh, she's cooked. Yeah, she's spilling the beans.
I heard the move. He didn't even have time to react, and he shot. Oh my God, he shot him. I told him to stop.
You were screaming at Michael to stop?
Yes. I wanted him to know what it's like to be bullied all the time.
Bitch, what?
All the time.
Joe, why do I feel like this part right here just made me feel like I seen like this story before? But I don't remember nothing other than this part right here. There's no way this is real. There's no way this is real. You just said I know what it feel like to been bullied before. Is that what you just said?
You were screaming at Michael to stop?
Yes. I wanted him to know what it's like to be bullied all the time.
What?
He's constantly telling me how worthless I am. I'm a bad mom. I'm not a bad mom.
You're a bad mom.
Even though it seems like Chasey has finally begun to divulge the truth, there's another element that
You're a
she
bad
has withheld
mom.
from all versions of her story. When Brad came to speak with detectives, he revealed that around the time of the shooting, he was actually in contact with Chasey.
Whenever you guys said I talked to Chasey about 10 o'clock at night, it was the night obvious of the murder. She told me she was at the hospital.
Chasey made the call to 911 at 10:48 p.m., meaning that Chasey was on the phone with Brad just before the shooting. To explain the time she was spending with Robert or one of the other men she was seeing, Chasey had told Brad that her grandfather was sick and was visiting him in the hospital. She even told him that he'd passed away that evening.
I even got messages showing she was on her way to my house whenever all this went down, but I thought she was leaving the hospital.
Brad now suspects that Chasey had planned for him to be her alibi for the time of Robert's shooting, as she was supposed to stay the night with him. For now, the detective makes do with the current story he has from Chasey.
We're going to do this again. Okay? Write out everything that happened in this time, everything that you told me. Okay? When I was talking about the emotions, this is one of the emotions that I think you're truly being sincere about.
He made me feel like all the time. But when he wasn't being, he pushed me to be a better person.
Chasey is left alone to once again write up a new statement. During his interview, Brad posited a theory that Chasey may have had ulterior motives.
A dog that need water?
Shut
your ass up.
Robert allegedly hurting her.
Why would she show me this gun or where? Why would she be telling me that he was abusive and this and that? I mean, either he was or she was trying to get me to say, I'll help you. You know?
Brad would eventually share one more shocking story. The day after Chasey's interview, investigators are still looking for Michael and decide to speak with his mother and brother.
They don't even know where he
You
is.
got to make contact with him, okay? And the longer it goes, the more the hunt intensifies, if you will. You understand what I'm saying?
We have every intention of that boy presenting himself to the police station.
I know, but listen to me. I'd like it to occur tonight, like just within the next few hours. If y'all could get it to do it, we can promise his safety as long as he acts right. No harm will come to him. I can promise you that.
What we're after is for him to go in there, and then I don't know. I don't know much. I don't know like the whole picture of the story. I know I didn't raise a boy that is evil like that.
Though Michael's family was sure he would turn himself in, he didn't. And so investigators continued their search for him.
He on the run,
Chasey
boy.
was left alone once she
he's
finished
cooked.
writing up her newest statement. But she will soon be joined by someone who throws a wrench in her allegations about Robert. Until then, It seems that Chasey has finally realized her lies have come crashing down around her.
I'm so sorry. I just want to stop beating up on me.
Chasey is eventually joined by her mother and her stepdad.
You're not hurt physically? Can you tell us?
The truth. And it's being recorded. Robert and I have been having problems again. And he said he's going to kick me out. And then he's going to take from me again. I talked to Robert yesterday. I know. No. But he's still pushing me around. He's not pushing you around, Jason. Mama, you don't live there. You're not going to yell at me, Jason. I'm not.
Chasey's own mother isn't the only one who has reservations about her claim that Robert hurt her. Chasey and Robert's neighbor later spoke with
her
police,
mom
and
said
she
you
claimed to
capping.
have spent a lot of time with the couple.
Well, I look at this and I look at, how she says that he was beating her and she just wanted him to be hurt. And I'm like, no, there's no way. There's no way. And all the times that we sat there, never once did she ever say anything to me about, he's abusive or he did this, never saw any bruises, never, they seem to be this happy couple.
She never shied away if he lifted his arm or anything like that.
Robert's ex-wife, Amy, also has her doubts about Chasey's allegations.
Did you ever see him get physically abusive with her?
No. He stood there. Anytime we saw that she would lose it, he just stood there and took it, because he was a big man. So, it didn't really faze him,
Okay. Was he ever physically abusive to you?
No.
Okay.
Never. If he got upset about something, he was more inclined to be quiet about, and then bring it up later, at a later time. But no, he never was abusive, never.
What?
Never. I don't even remember him ever yelling.
Whole time she's capping.
Robert's daughter, Nicole, also shared a story about a fight she witnessed between Chasey and Robert, casting further uncertainty on Chasey's claims.
They got into an argument, Dad and Chasey did.
Okay.
And she threw herself into a wall and said, was trying to act like he was the one hurting her.
Hold on, she not even calling you her mom. She calling you Chasey. Am I tripping?
His claims.
They got into an argument, Dad and Chasey did.
Okay.
And she threw herself into a wall.
It's not her mom.
And said, was trying to act like he was the one hurting her. But I visually watched her throw herself into the wall and then start yelling about Robert, stop it. And he was like, what are you talking about? And it was very confusing.
Back in the interrogation room, Chasey attempts to plead with her mother and stepdad.
I didn't want him to kill. I just wanted to. I didn't.
Mom not buying it.
I just wanted something to scare. Oh no.
Mom is done.
She just wanted Michael Garza to scare Robert.
Stop it. You're hurting me.
Mom had to walk out. Mom had to walk out.
Shirley, do you want to go out? Officer, can we get my wife out, please?
I yelled at him and I told him not to. I told him not to. And as I was walking up, he did it. I told him not to.
After Chasey's mom leaves the room, her stepdad attempts to get Chasey to see
She
the
knows
big picture.
she lying too. That's why the mom did that.
So you don't physically get a heart attack or a stroke, okay? What's done is done. Now we got to try and work our way through the details and see what to do next, okay? There's nothing I or anybody can do for you right now, okay?
Please.
We will. You know we will. You don't have to worry about that.
I don't.
We haven't told her anything.
After taking some time to calm herself down, Chasey's mother returns.
We're trying to get her to eat something. She hadn't eaten all day, so.
You need to take care of yourself, Chasey.
Her mom do not fuck with her. She don't fuck with you, baby.
New network guy.
A new network guy. Nigga, what?
Listen, listen to me. You have got to tell the truth, Carol. That's the only
I
thing.
did.
Okay.
I did. I was so scared. I told him. I did.
That's the only thing that's going to save you.
Though she's repeated her story countless times by now, when speaking with her mom, Chasey adds a new detail, this time about the location of her wedding ring.
You don't have any shoes or anything?
My shoes are gone. He has my wedding ring.
Who?
Because my wedding ring.
Why?
He took my earrings and my wedding ring.
That seems to be a pattern for her. This is another departure from what
He
Chasey
took your
claimed
earring.
earlier.
My wedding ring is in that puddle.
Okay.
My wedding ring is in that puddle.
There's still one more element of this twisted story. Though Chasey
why are you so
concocted an
happy?
intricate web of lies,
And it's
everything
bad,
had
Cap.
started to fall apart in recent weeks. Just under 2 weeks before Robert's death, Brad decided to go to Chasey's house when she wasn't answering her phone. He'd been to the house many times before, and Chasey told him that she lived there alone with her daughter. He claimed to have never seen any sign of Robert until that night.
She answers the door in kind of a frantic way and is pushing me down the sidewalk. Like, opens the door, answers the door, and just kind of like shoves me back on. She said, Brad, he's here. Just get on going. I said, Chase, easy. I said, don't worry about where she's, no, get going, Brad. He'll kill you or whatever. That's what she told me.
Earlier in her interrogation, Chasey made an offhand comment about Robert wondering who had come to the house. It seems that the person he was inquiring about had been Brad.
And he kept asking me who came to the house, and I kept telling him I didn't know who came to the house.
Despite Chasey's denials, it
Lying.
seems that Robert suspected Chasey was seeing
He's
other
just
men.
a liar.
He'd even installed a security system inside the home to try and catch her. Robert's daughter actually spoke to him a few hours before his death, confirming that he'd planned to leave and take his and Chasey's daughter with him.
He was complaining, kind of, about her and how I guess the marriage was not really a marriage anymore. Like, she didn't sleep in the same bedroom, and it wasn't sunshine and rainbows.
Sure.
And he said she was kind of nuts. And then he also told me that he was supposed to meet her that night so they could try to work things out. Like, because he wanted a divorce. And he was going to try and take.
In the interrogation room, Chasey's mother struggles to come to terms with what her daughter has done.
Your daughter's a freak, Mom. You raised a freak.
No, I didn't want to. I can't. Tracy, I love you, but I can't. I can't. He killed our Robert, Tracy. He killed our Robert. I didn't want him to do it. I just wanted him to scare him enough that he would quit doing this for me. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Her mom liked Robert, bro. You can tell her mom liked Robert.
I love you.
After her mother leaves, Chasey once again breaks down in tears, but she isn't left alone for long.
Ma'am,
Champion,
come on over here.
You're being placed under arrest for conspiracy to commit murder. Do you understand that?
Turn around, put your hands on your back. She's going to pat you down, okay? Right quick. Just put your hands up there. She's going to pat you down.
Do you have anything on you? If you have anything on you,
I don't.
in you, and they find it at the jail, you could be charged with it. Just understand that, okay?
The only thing I just have those three. That's all I have.
Okay, they'll take care of that. Okay, let me see your hands. I'm going to put the gun real light, okay? Okay, you good right there? See how it's moving? You got small.
Following Chasey's arrest, Michael Garza turned himself in 2 days after Robert was shot.
He did?
If investigators hoped to hear his version of events, they would be sorely disappointed.
How are you?
How about yourself?
Doing all right. My name's Michael Burke. I'm the detective.
They got that nigga feet locked up.
Quit stand up for me. Take your handcuffs off of you.
As soon as the detective gets Michael's handcuffs off, he reads him his Miranda rights.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak. Tell me your side of the story. Okay? We've already talked to Chasey. This is your opportunity to kind of say your side of the story. What happened. And we'll go from there.
Speak with the attorney.
Okay.
Michael Garza never did share his side of the story.
Damn.
However, some of his friends came forward and spoke with police, sharing what he apparently told them. They said that following Robert's shooting, Michael came directly to their house and made comments about up and said that he was in big trouble. He also claimed that, quote, the set me up. In his version of events, Michael told his friends that Chasey asked him to go with her to meet her husband that night. He says he brought his shotgun and drove in Chasey's Jeep together. He claimed that as they drove, Chasey said they were just going to kill them. Michael said that he got scared, got out of the Jeep, and ran into the woods. He claimed that when he heard a gunshot, he then ran all the way back to Quinlan. His friends were skeptical of this story, especially because he added that he saw the police lights as they responded to Chasey's 911 call, yet he'd apparently been running away at the time they would have arrived at the scene. As well, other evidence turned up. On October 17th, while harrowing a field near the back road where Robert was shot, a farmer came across something and immediately called the police.
That's the camo one?
The firearm
She even knew it was
wasn't the only
camo.
discovery made in that field.
It's gonna hurt us because it's inside out.
A balaclava is also found abandoned nearby.
A bala what?
With Chasey's confession and this evidence,
A bala
Michael
what?
Garza was convicted of first-degree murder for the intentional use of a deadly weapon and sentenced to 99 years in prison.
Damn. What about the thigh?
Tracy Pointer, on the other hand, was convicted of first-degree murder for intentionally causing Robert's death and sentenced to life in prison.
Packed her up, got her up out of here, and nigga, that's stop. Fuck is wrong with her, bro? That shit's crazy. She set her husband up. She damn, should have just left. Should have called the cops. Got a restraining order or something, bro. But you wanted your daughter with you. That's tough, my nigga. Hey, let me know something about that down below. We're 25,000. I'm out this bitch, nigga. RP.